Good morning, everybody. Let's see, we got July 21st in wonderful North Carolina. We're going to hit, I think, 106 heat index today. Probably 95, 96, but that's normal for this time of year in July. So I was going to try to give you a little garden tour for July. And I know I show this. This is like one of my favorite pieces in the garden. We got this water fountain and somebody gave it to us, and it was really heavy. Had to have a friend to help James get it here, but it just really was not going to work correctly with a lot of work, so he let me make it into a container. So I love creative containers. That's a lot of fun. So as you can see, now most of my stuff's partial shade, and I'm still experimenting. I think I've been here about 4 years learning what to grow and stuff. But anyway, most of the sun gets on this side. So I have this is in the Wandering Jew family. I'm not sure of the correct name, but I just started with a few pieces. It comes back every year with our climate. The squirrels were biting it off last year. I just planted a few, so I just kept sticking it back, and so it's a real pretty green with a little purple, and I just stuck it everywhere. And because I bought this, and I bought the Wonder Jew plant for, I don't know, $3 from a buddy of mine. So I always bring the Wonder Jew plant inside, and I didn't know that this was going to make it, and so now I just leave this outside. But it has come back with a vengeance. It's really pretty. If something breaks off, I just stick it somewhere. I got my phlox. It's gorgeous in the spring. It comes on this side, and I got some thyme here. I tried to grow a phlox on this side, but this plant kind of killed it. I got a phlox there and then one there, so I was trying to have it, come down and cascade on every side of the fountain. So, I have a little on the back side, not a lot because of the sun. I got this Wonder Jew plant. It's like a vine. It lives everywhere. So I just stick it in the ground in the spring, and it comes back. So I got like my squirrel-proof feeder that I love. I got that for Christmas last year, and it really works. I have to have everything 8 to 10 feet away from everything so the squirrels won't get on it. And occasionally a real crafty squirrel will get on it. And, I got hummingbird feeders everywhere, but the hummingbirds have been really elusive this year. I have not seen a lot of hummingbirds. They're around, but I got me a feeding box there for the chickadees. I raised some chickadees this spring. So I got my yard certified for the wildlife refuge, a wildlife sanctuary, whatever. You get a plaque. It's like $25. So anyway, I haven't got my sign up yet. So I got like thyme and mint, and I got to do something with this ivy. Little things around I'm working on. We kind of got been doing some cleanup. It's been so hot. Got to keep the mint in the pot, so peppermint. I got my palm here, and I bought that a couple years ago, and I'm surprised that he's making it because it can get down to about 20 here in North Carolina. So anyway, we put him in the ground, not last spring, I think 2 springs ago. Got him discounted. I think I left him in a pot one winter, and then the next spring I said he's just too big and he's prickly, and we call him George. So anyway, he's got his new leaves out. I cut the old leaves out off. I'm still working on this. My mom-in-law had a bunch of lilies in here, and she's pulling those out so I can do something around here. Still working on getting blocks. Blocks are expensive. Finally got this bed finished with 2 rows of blocks. I think these blocks are, I don't know, about $2.50 a pop. So you do one ring, that's like $40. And then trying to buy plants and dirt. So anyway, I think I talked about this yesterday. Last August, because I was trying to find some stuff to put in this bed, I just took stuff that I'd propagated, and I need to learn this plant. I'll show it to you in a minute. It does okay in the partial shade, and I got my caladiums in pots so I can bring them in. I love my caladiums. They love this area, and adding it with the Wandering Jew is just, it's not a real expensive way to do it. If you got some Wandering Jew and just keep adding, it keeps growing. I got, let's see, a bloom plant. I got some impatiens in here. Let's get evening sun. So anyway, my little fountain's going in the evening. I got a video on that. Got my night watcher there. let's see. Oh, well, I have solar lights on this, but we got a big security light so we don't get to see them much. So you can kind of see here what I'm working. I got the archway and more mint. Gotta cut it because it's trailing. This caladium, something's eating. But anyway, these caladiums done really good. They got the Wonder Jew peeking out. Found a little lavender plant I'm trying to rescue. I put mint in the strawberry pots. Now, I don't have no luck much with tomatoes here because of partial shade. I'm gonna try one more time, and I didn't really have no way to do it. So this is like a black cherry, and I'm hoping the squirrels don't get it. So I'm trying to trail it on the arch there. So anyway, this spring I planted a bunch of ginger, and then it got too cold. I kind of planted a little too early, so a lot of my ginger didn't make it. This one's doing good, but it wasn't coming up, so I think this is a verbenum or whatever. Bought that discounted. My peppers were not doing good, but sometimes if your stuff's not doing good, just give it a chance, you know. Keep babying it, maybe it'll come out. So my peppers have come out, my basil, I mean, everything was just doing horrible this spring, but it's finally come out. I did dig up some potatoes, and I don't know if I'll get any more, but potatoes do not do good in the heat, so I mulched it back up to see if I'll get any more, so we'll see. Up more mint. This is rosemary that I propagated a couple years ago. And see, like this, my Wonder Jew, I put it everywhere. This is the spot that needed filling in, and I didn't spend too much this week, my allowance, so I figured I will see what happens. I got some bleeding heart there that I got off in the area I'll show you here in a minute. Now, I'm surprised this lavender does good. This is like partial shade, and it does okay over here. So, I got the jasmine vine here. Eventually, he's going to build me, like, extend the arch, because we've been clearing off this spot. I think I did a video yesterday. I showed you on the other side. So we sit around. It's kind of partial shade. Like I said, I got this everywhere, but I love it. And it's a cheap plant and a filler, and it cascades really good. I don't have no way to hang plants much, so that's why I do that. Yesterday I was working on one pot that busted. I did about plastic containers, so I took the sage out and my rosemary bush. So we'll see if they make it. I'm trying to propagate some of this jasmine vine from my mom-in-law. But it's not doing good right now. It had hit the ground and rooted, so I thought, well, I probably can do it. So this is my newest bed. I finally got it all the stuff, the blocks around. We got this bush. Oh, he was expensive. We name our bushes. They're like our children. It's we call him Vince. It's off a show we like to watch. The bush. I was trying to find his tag. Well, I can't remember what he is, but he's come out really good. Let's see, I got some more bleeding heart I just bought, so that'll come back. Rosebush. This I showed yesterday too. This is supposed to be annual, but I'm hoping it'll come back. It's red flare or whatever. And the flowers close up, and then they come out during the day. So I got me a bayberry bush discounted. So he's doing okay. And then let's see, I might cut my video short saying my device is getting hot. Got the hibiscus. I'm gonna bring it in and put it in the greenhouse. I'm gonna show you what I did downstairs. So hold on. And then like this one, this sage plant I've got to get out of the pot. I'm trying to propagate some mums. I started doing like the 2-pot method. When I set up pots, I got some oregano and parsley's not doing good. Chocolate mint, sweet Williams, pretty good. I like those. Some basil, lots of sage. I'm trying to make this into an herb bed. Added a few flowers. A few peppers. I don't know how this ginger, I got some chamomile. I got some ginger growing here, unless I just composted it and it come up. Got the pineapple sage. I had propagated a little bit of that. I propagated this one. the pineapple sage does really well. It's easy to propagate. And let's see, oh, the one bush that I can never remember its name, and I bought it a couple years ago. So anyway, it has a light scent, and it is that. And I need to learn its name. I always forget. So anyway, this is the mother plant, and I propagated all that stuff over there. I got some more I'm propagating. I'm trying to do some stuff for my herb ladies, because with all this COVID, not getting to have meetings. So I'm trying to always do propagations during this time, because I've planted most of everything what I'm going to plant. So got herbs there, I bought a lot of discounted plants. Let's see, that one was discounted for $1. I got a tomato plant that come up in here because it reuses soil. That one, a little bit of nasturtiums. My nasturtiums are not doing well right now, I guess because of heat. Got some mums here that I'm hoping are gonna make it. They seem to take root. And so this bed don't look good, so I bought a few flowers. We'll see what happens. And this one has not done good. It does really good in the fall with the pansies, but the impatiens have not done really good. Oh, I'll show you this. I'll be done. Let's see. This is my best one for this year. For some reason, all my impatiens have not done good. I don't know if it's heat, it got cold, and it rained a lot, and then it's just come out. I got this, I think it's like an imperial geranium, and then I do the pots up the steps like that. And then see, these last year were looking like the one pot I just showed you. They're just now coming out. Usually they do really well here. This sweet bell, I've had this a couple years. It's annual, but it's still living. And so, and I got my little fairy garden here. I found me a little tree. I topped him off, but he's growing like crazy. Bought me some discounted plants. And see, like this Wonder Jew, I'll bring it in. And in the spring, I got plenty of plants. So I think I'm going to have to cut my tour short, but I hope that you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.